What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and we're back in the world of Minecraft on the Dungecraft server, and we are rocking and rolling in our little base here, and man, I swear to God, no matter how hard I try to make Tekkit look nice and pretty, it always ends up looking like a 2-year-old's playroom. I mean, look at this shit. It is just a mess. So, today, we are going to be upgrading our machines to something a little bit more beefy. I have got the makings for an induction furnace and a rotary macerator. Now, these are using advanced alloys and carbon plates. Advanced alloys are basically just mixing these 3 ingots and then squishing them with the compressor up there. And then carbon plates are coal that you put into a macerator, turn into coal dust, which you get these little raw carbon fibers with. And then with those raw carbon fibers, you put 2 of them together and you get a raw carbon mesh. And then from those, you put those in the compressor, it flattens them out, and you get your nice, cool little doohickamadillies. So what we need to do now is we need to upgrade. I guess we'll go with our furnace first, and then our macerator. So I need to make sure I break this right here. There we go. That's broke. Don't want it powered. Reason that is I don't know with the macerator, the new macerator, or the new furnace, I don't know what it handles power-wise. And you don't exactly want to find out the hard way because it kind of gets nasty. Alright, so this is the recipe that we are wanting. I guess we got to make our advanced machine block first. Let's get that. I believe that is like this. There's our advanced machine block, and we are making 2 of these little monsters. So put that like this. That gives us 2. Alright, so with advanced machine block 1, put our furnace here, and then we surround it with just simple copper. And now we've got our induction furnace. And then we want to do the same thing with our macerator. We're going to go ahead and place this. I hope it's the same. Oh, well, hello, guys. Damn. Oh, it reversed on me. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. There we go. Alright, so right there. Perfect. And we'll open it up. And I'm assuming it can take this power. Oh my god, this is gonna suck. I hope it doesn't blow up. Let me do a little research on this before I blow up a very expensive machine. Alright, so the induction furnace and the macerator both cap out at 128. What that means is if I connect them to this power supply at the current time, it will explode. So unfortunately, that means I'm going to have to do a downgrade on power. Oh crap. Oh well, I don't need that bad. So let's yank this little monster out. I got the power off. Yes, sir. Alright, and so, oh, another little thing I found out. If you push R over here, you can see how to make something. If you hold your cursor over a completed project and you press U, it will show you what you can do with that. And that makes it very nice if you're upgrading a device, because then you don't have to go hunt and peck for the actual setup. You can just fire it away right there. Now, I don't think the rotary macerator is going to have an upgrade slot. It does have an upgrade slot. Well, isn't that interesting? Alright, so the rotary macerator apparently can take 512. Seems like a pretty big weakness for the induction furnace, but they did not ask me. Now, the difference between these and the other furnace, or the other items, is these devices heat up. Now, what that means is they will consume power as long as they have a redstone signal running to them, and then they will reach, like you can see right now, the RPM on it is 0. Now, I know this works for the induction furnace. I am just assuming it also works for the macerator. Yep, there we go. And you'll notice it's speeding up right now. And as long as that signal is there, that will continue to speed up. And once it reaches its cap speed, then it is cooking or crunching or grinding or whatever the hell you want to call it, at maximum efficiency. And then we just place this back here and oh, it looks so pretty. At least that little part of it does. Okay, so since this little thing cannot take full-blown power, we are going to have to do a conversion on it. And I do believe I still have my converters around here somewhere. Yep, medium voltage converter. And I do believe the medium voltage takes it from 512 to 128. The issue is the rest of my power grid can handle it. So we need to place this in a way that I can run power to it without screwing everything else up. And so the easiest way to go about doing that is just to drop it down one. So we're going to dig that out right there and that out right there. And then I'm going to place the... Did I not pick it up? Oh, there it is. Okay. We'll place the MV transformer right there. Drop you down. And then I need to flip that around with the wrench. Come to top. There we go. Oh, what the hell? Oh, well. Oh, that didn't do it. Oh, my God. Really? Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm dumb. I am really dumb. For reals. Okay. What happened is I connected it. And when I brought it up like that, it connected right here as well, if you can see. And I didn't realize it was going to do that. That's a bummer. All right, well, we just blew up our furnace. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad of an explosion as it could have been. Okay, so now I got to redo this little wire. Okay, so we've got out here. We've got out there. That up there can handle 512, so we want that to maintain 512. We're going to dig this out right here. And this out right here. And then we're just going to drag this straight over. That connects there, so that is now its own power source. And I don't like the way that's set up, because then that's going to make it difficult, so we're going to do it one other way. Right here. Run it along this line, and then up. No, no, no. Damn it! See, this is a problem with the spaghetti. It's just a pain in the ass. Okay, well, we're going to have to dig it one more back. There we go. Come on. Don't be difficult. Okay, we'll run this up here and back. Jump up. And... whoops. It's not what I meant to do. Okay. So now that over there is connected, and then I can just run this to here. And now that's connected. So this will be... I believe we've got this figured out now. And it's not pretty and it's not perfect, but it will function. And there we go. So now we've got our two lines separate. Got the 512 line in the backfield. We've got the normal line right up front. And then when I put my induction furnace right back here, it will rock and roll just fine. Unfortunately, I kind of blew the hell out of everything around it. But that's not that big a deal. So let's replace this wooden pipe here, which will hopefully connect to the right side, please. Yep. That's working just fine. And now we just need to get our induction furnace back here and then put another little wooden pipe there and we are good to go. So give me a couple minutes to get another furnace made real fast and we will pick up there. Alright, so after a lot of playing around, I figured it out. One of the nice things about this induction furnace is it can smelt two things at the exact same time, as you can see here, very happily. You can also see the heat is heating up. As long as you've got a redstone torch signal applied, it will continue to heat up. You can see I've got a nice little redstone torch underneath that is powering both the furnace and the redstone engine over there. The issue that I was having is this is an MFSU. It outputs at 512. 512 comes down here. Well, I was using an HV converter, and I guess HV converts to 512, and I thought it was converting at a lower rate than that. So this is a MV converter. It takes the high voltage, which is what this thing puts out on the yellow side, and spits it out the other side. If you're using the normal texture pack, I believe, well, you just need to look for the one side that's different from all the others. That's the input, and then the 5 or 6 other inputs, that's the output. So that's where you need to set it up. But now that that's rocking and rolling, we should be making stuff incredibly quickly. You can see our rotary macerator is now maxed out at 12.5. And I want to see how fast this thing just spits this stuff out. Look at that. Holy crap. That is incredibly fast. I really like that. And this thing can do 2, I believe, at the same time, too. Yes? Or maybe not? Oh, well. Maybe it has to be different things. I don't know. But I'm probably going to be putting some power upgrades into these because I did notice they had a tendency to eat power. But the nice thing about the induction furnace is with 2 different spots here, unless I somehow manage to get enough volume down this pipe to have 3 different types of minerals at once, this should be a self-sustaining setup. So as long as this chest doesn't fill up, we should be rocking and rolling. So did want to show you guys how I got all this set up today. It was a little bit frustrating due to the power setups, but once I get everything finished, I'm going to try and make this a little bit prettier. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a lot more work with the back end back here, but I think I'm eventually going to move these pipes to where they actually come through the wall over here as opposed to coming out through the sides, and I think that'll make things a little bit more pretty. One other thing I wanted to show you guys that's a pretty big help. There are 2 types of wrenches that you can get. One will rotate machines and one will rotate pipes. This is the, well, I don't know, it's a standard wrench. And it's pretty easily made. You just need a stone gear and 3 iron. But with this you can rotate the wooden pipe. So if you're having issues with your pipe sometimes asphyxing to the wrong objects, this will save you a lot of time of having to pick up and break and rotate, and it's just easier that way. Man, this thing is awesome. I'm really liking this stuff. Okay, so one of the things that I've been wanting to play around with that I haven't gotten to is mass fabricators, scrap, and UU matter. So scrap is kind of, from what I understand, it is a slightly different option to, it's kind of IC2's version of a condenser. Basically, from what I understand, you can put garbage into it, so to speak, and the garbage will be recycled into a percentage chance of giving you scrap. And then with scrap, you can use that to make UU matter. Well, you can use that in a mass fabricator to increase the chances of giving you UU matter, i.e. reducing the cost. So like without scrap, it's going to cost you a ton. With scrap, it's going to cost you less. So we're going to go ahead and set up a recycler today and get started on our little process. And a recycler needs a compressor, which thankfully I have, some dirt and some refined iron and some glowstone. All right, so we have a compressor right up there. I don't think I'm really going to be using him too much. Well, you know what? We actually might have to use him for our alloys. So let's just make a new compressor. That'll be easier, and they're not too expensive. So I need 6 stone, 1 machine block, and electronic circuits. I'm going to need a little bit more cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. What was the other item that I needed? Oh, that's it. Alright, so let's go over to our little furnace here and instantaneously cook this. Bazow! Well, maybe not quite as bazowy as I was hoping for, but oh well. I will deal. I will deal. Alright, so there is our 6. Let's come over here. I made a ton of these. A couple of you guys may be wondering how I've got so many circuits. The other night I was upgrading all of my overclockers and all of my machines, and so I made 64 stack. Really isn't that hard once you've got a lot of equivalent exchange rocking and rolling. I mean, it's pretty damn easy. Oh, I'm not seeing any glowstone. No, no. Alright, I think I've got glowstone in here. Except I moved it, and I hope that doesn't wipe the table on it. Yeah, it seems to wipe the table on it. Damn it. Crap. Okay, let me run over real quick to here. There we go. Oh, come on. I'm just going to duplicate some glowstone real fast. As you can see, I've got a small amount of red matter. Very small. Hardly noticeable. Alright, there we go. Now we got plenty of glowstone. And then I need to make one more for you. There we go. Put you up there. Now we're good. Okay. Let me replace what we broke. Don't want to mess up my little flower here who is happily making me lots and lots and lots of EMC. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And eventually I'll probably be dumping that stuff into maybe the recycler. I've got to... I don't think there's a way to convert EMC to scrap, but if there is, I am going to figure it out. Alright. Because the EMC runs on items, and it runs on, you know, just raw input, the value of, or the intrinsic value that each of these things have. Whereas with UU matter, that is based on the value of, it's just pure power. So it's kind of a different outlook on things. If I could click right, this would be a little bit easier. There we go. And now we have our recycler. Now I need to figure out what type of power this requires, because I don't want to blow it up like I did my induction furnace 4 times while trying to figure out why the hell it wasn't working. Alright, well, I have figured it out. The recycler can take any input because it has the transfer to upgrade slots. You just need to make sure that before you connect its power that you have the upgrade in there. So be very careful when you do it that way. Alright, so from what I understand with this, it's a little bit more complicated, apparently, than than I originally thought. I don't know if you can put a whole stack of items in here or what, but there is a 1 in 8 chance that you will get a piece of scrap. Wow, we had a really terrible run there. Let's try 64 cobble and see what happens. I may have to put some overclockers in here, yeah. Now apparently this takes 2.25 seconds without overclockers. If you put 2 overclockers in it, it reduces it by 50%. To run a quarry at maximum efficiency, according to the wiki, you needed 4 recyclers, I believe it was. So, but as you can see, the recycler, there it goes. There it goes. With a sorting system, you could probably run this fairly easily. You just have to make sure that each type of material, like I probably would only use like cobblestone, gravel, sand, dirt, things like that into the recyclers. So you would probably want it set up you know, where each recycler would only take 1 type of metal. The other way you can do it is by setting up a complex system of red power to where with pneumatic tubing it would only feed into open chambers, and you could do that with maybe 4 to 6 recyclers and you probably wouldn't have any problems at all. But that would be a little bit more complicated of a setup, but I'm probably going to use, or probably do that in the next video. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be disconnecting this guy here, because I'm not really going to need EMC, at least not off of a quarry. We're going to be wanting to use raw, just use our flowers to make raw EMC. All the raw resources we're going to want to be putting into our recycler here so that we can stockpile scrap. Now scrap is what we use to make UU matter production a little bit more efficient, and we will be starting on that tomorrow as well. So I'm going to be looking at different ways to feed this recycler naturally so that we don't have to keep quarries going, possibly an automated farm system. You know, something along those lines. Maybe a cobblestone generator or a whole bank of cobblestone generators would probably work out perfectly. I just got to be careful that I don't lag out the server. You know, you don't want to be that guy that's got, you know, 20 million cobblestone being created every 14 seconds and, you know, be the sole reason the Dungecraft server melts, because I'm pretty sure John would be rather pissed off at me with that. So, but anyways, I think we were pretty productive today. We got a lot of work done, got our new machine system up, got the basics going for our recycling system, and, you know, only blew up half a dozen different machines trying to get the power grid set up. I do promise I will work on the spaghetti off camera over the next couple days. I'm probably going to wait until we get the UU matter thing set up before I rewire everything, because, you know, it's not really going to do me good to organize everything if I'm going to be just adding more rooms. So, but we should have our UU matter facility up by the end of the week, and then probably going to start working on maybe some quantum armor, some gem armor, things along those lines, and just getting completely ridiculously overpowered, because we need to be to kill Silent Mist. It's true. He will die by my hand before the end of the series. You just wait. So, anyways, as always, hope you guys are liking this series. If you are, please click that like button. Feel free to leave a comment if there's something you guys would like me to do or build. And as always, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my other videos, tips, tricks, and guides. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.